Welcome back to the 30-day lead challenge, and today we're going to get into Facebook advertising, and this is a way that you can go through and accelerate your lead generation. Now, we're going to start out with this Facebook ad template that I'm going to have the copy and paste text and everything that you can model right below this video. And this is our number one lead generation template right here, consistently generating leads for $2 to $3 per lead. So we're going to walk you through step by step how to set this up and how to automate the follow-up, everything from A to Z. With chat. So the first thing that we need to do is you need to be logged into your chat account, and we want to make sure, and we've already done this, I just want to double check, want to go through and make sure that our Facebook account is connected and we have selected our Facebook advertising account. So click on settings right here, click on integrations, and then make sure that your Facebook account is connected, and then also that you selected your advertising account. Right now, I've got a lot of advertising accounts because I do this for a living, but you probably only have one or two. So I'm just going to select that account. And so we can see we're already connected. So that is good to go. Now, what we want to do is we want to go to Facebook and we want to go to our Facebook Ads Manager. Now, if you're unsure on how to go through and get here, what you would do is just go to facebook.com. And then over here on the left-hand menu, just click on See More. And then go down to Ads Manager, click on that, and that will bring you into the Ads Manager right here. All right. So in order to go through and start creating an ad, this is very simple, step by step. We'll walk you through every step of the process. We're just going to go over here and click on Create. So we're going to click Create a new Facebook advertising campaign, and we're going to do a lead generation campaign. So what this is going to Welcome back to the 30-day lead challenge, and today we're going to get into Facebook advertising, and this is a way that you can go through and accelerate your lead generation. Now, we're going to start out with this Facebook ad template that I'm going to have the copy and paste text and everything that you can model right below this video. And this is our number one lead generation template right here, consistently generating leads for $2 to $3 per lead. So we're going to walk you through step by step how to set this up and how to automate the follow-up, everything from A to Z. With chat. So the first thing that we need to do is you need to be logged into your chat account, and we want to make sure, and we've already done this, I just want to double check, want to go through and make sure that our Facebook account is connected and we have selected our Facebook advertising account. So click on settings right here, click on integrations, and then make sure that your Facebook account is connected, and then also that you selected your advertising account. Right now, I've got a lot of advertising accounts because I do this for a living, but you probably only have one or two. So I'm just going to select that account. And so we can see we're already connected. So that is good to go. Now, what we want to do is we want to go to Facebook and we want to go to our Facebook Ads Manager. Now, if you're unsure on how to go through and get here, what you would do is just go to facebook.com. And then over here on the left-hand menu, just click on See More. And then go down to Ads Manager, click on that, and that will bring you into the Ads Manager right here. All right. So in order to go through and start creating an ad, this is very simple, step by step. We'll walk you through every step of the process. We're just going to go over here and click on Create. So we're going to click Create a new Facebook advertising campaign, and we're going to do a lead generation campaign. So what this is going to do is it's going to create what is called a Facebook lead form ad. And so we're not sending people off of Facebook. It's a lead form that automatically pops up on Facebook so they don't leave Facebook. And this has been what's converted the best in the real estate space over the last several years that we've been doing this. So we can give there our campaign a name. I'm just going to actually do that here in just a second. So I'm just going to hit continue. So give the campaign a name right here. So we're going to say listing leads demo campaign. All right. So as we're going through this, just remember, if you need to pause the video, go and take action and then pause it and then go back and forth, make sure you do that. Don't go through and get overwhelmed on this. Just pause as I'm going through step by step so that you can take action on every single thing that I'm doing. Now, in the real estate space, this special ad category, we need to go through and select housing. Okay, so this is just to be compliant with everything that Facebook has going on. And so that's all we have to do right here. And then we're just going to click on next. And then from here, you can go through and give your ad set a name. you can leave it blank, but I usually go through and say like listing leads demo campaign, or we'll say ad set. All right. So now rolling down here, we can leave this as is. And then the page, we want to choose your Facebook business page. So I'm just going to leave that one as is. And then as far as the budget, I like to do a daily budget and a minimum of $10 per day. Now, if you have a larger budget, great, but the minimum should be $10 per day because that is kind of where Facebook's algorithm really starts kicking in. If you go less than that, more than likely you are not going to see great results. All right, so that's just be your fair warning. $10 a day at the minimum, or you can go above and beyond that if you would like. Now, the start date, you can start it immediately. That works. Another thing I like to do as well that is optional, but you can do this, is I like to sometimes start the next day at first thing in the morning, so like 8 a.m. So then when I check back the next day, it's been a full 24 hours that the ad has been running. So if you want your ad to start immediately, then just do immediately. Or if you're like, I have the time, I'm just gonna wait to have it start in the first thing in the morning, then that works great as well. Okay, now coming down here, and everything that I'm skipping over, you don't have to mess with, okay? You could just leave it as is. So now coming down here to the locations, we're gonna click on edit. You're gonna exit out of the United States. And for this right here, people living in or recently in this location, click on this drop down, and we only wanna do people living in this location. And so you're just gonna type in your city. So for example, if you're in Portland, Oregon, you're gonna type in Portland, click on that city, and because of the Facebook algorithm restrictions of the special ad category, the minimum we can do right here is a 15-mile radius. However, the good news for you is Facebook actually likes larger audiences like this. And so, although this is a large audience, Facebook's algorithm's able to go through and optimize and see who's engaging with your ad and find other people very similar to those types of people to show your ad to. Now, occasionally you'll get something like this. Ad set may get 0 leads right here. And this is because a lot of times the budget is too low. Now, this can be the case, but sometimes Facebook's bots just throw this up here just so you increase the budget. So what I would do is I would start out at $10 per day, let this run for 4 to 5 days. And if you're still not seeing results, still not seeing the leads that you're looking for, then you can go through and up the budget to like $20 per day, all right? But for right now, let's just leave it at $10 per day because that usually only is the case in some of the larger markets like San Francisco or New York City. Okay, so coming down here, we're just gonna leave the age because of the special ad category, the gender, all that stuff, we're just gonna leave as is. The language, if you'd like to go through and target a specific language, you can do that. I usually just do all languages because once again, we want the largest audience for Facebook to go through and optimize for us. Placements, we'll just leave this on automatic placements right there. And then we're just gonna click on next, all right? So this next part, this is where we're gonna actually go through and create the ad that people will see, okay? So you can give the ad a name if you like. We've got the Facebook page already selected. And then if you wanna go through and connect your Instagram account, you can do that, connect it right here, or it's just gonna use your Facebook business page name for all the ads that are being shown on Instagram, all right? And no, there's not any additional budget for your ads to be shown on Instagram as well as Facebook. Facebook owns Instagram, so by showing your ad on Facebook, it also can be shown on Instagram, and that same $10 per day budget will be used to spread it across both platforms. All right, so coming down here, we're just gonna exit out of remove all existing images, and then this is where this copy and paste text comes into play. Okay, so right here, we're just gonna copy all of this, and I'm gonna throw this in the primary text over here. And then I like to kind of format it a little bit, make sure that it's looking decent, not all bunched up together. Because here's the deal, this is what's gonna grab people's attention, this is what's gonna catch their eye. And so if it's all bunched up, it looks like a lot to read, people are not going to stop and read it and check out your ad, all right? So right here, we're gonna make some tweaks. We're gonna do new listing, or you could say beautiful new home, or something, just whatever you want right there. Something that kind of catches people's attention. See it before anyone else, 5 beds, and then sometimes I'll do like 3 baths. And then this ad copy was written to go through and get someone to click to a landing page. However, with all the data that we have, lead form ads actually work significantly better. So what we're going to do is say click below instead of go here, click below to get the price, location plus more pictures, and we're going to take off this URL right here. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to copy that, and I like to put this at the bottom as well for another call to action. And so we've got 5 bedrooms, and then you could do, you know, whatever, 3.5 baths, 5.5 baths, whatever the home is. And then these next 2 paragraphs, I like to give a little bit more detail about the home. So does it have vaulted ceilings, stainless steel appliances? Is there a pool in the backyard? Is it near a park? What are the things that somebody that would be an ideal fit for this home, what would call out to them, right? And so you want to put that in this little description right here. And then for the headline, what I usually do is say, beautiful 5-bedroom home in Portland, or wherever like the community, the subdivision might be, right? And so then the description, obviously this, once again, is optional, but you could say something again like, you know, 5-bed, 3-bath home in Portland. Okay, just something basic right there. And then coming down for the display link, you're not gonna have a link because we're not actually sending them to a link. We're actually having them open this up within Facebook with the Facebook lead form. And then for the call to action, we're just gonna do learn more, okay? Now, we didn't add a picture yet, so what we wanna do is come up here, and what I like to do, if you look at this right here, I like to add a picture that is the front of the home. So the way we do this is we just go to add media, add an image, and then we're just gonna select, let's say this is the home right here, so we're gonna select that right there. We're gonna click next, done, and then this will automatically show right there on our ad. Okay, so now the ad is created, but we need to go through and create the actual Facebook lead form that's going to be capturing people's contact information. And the great thing about Facebook lead forms is you get significantly less bogus data because Facebook will actually automatically populate the lead form with the person's name, phone number, email address, or whatever contact information you're asking for with the data that they already have on file. So we're just going to come over here and click on create form. And so it says just basically kind of stating their advertising policies. We'll click continue. And then we're going to give the form a name. So we'll say listing leads 30-day challenge demo. And for the form type, we'll just leave on more volume. And as far as the intro goes, we could just go and upload the same image that we had. So let's see right here. We'll use this image. And then the headline, we'll just say something like beautiful 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in Portland. Okay. And then you can have either a paragraph or a list of what you want to give more information about the home. So this is where maybe I would do either a paragraph or a list of like some of the highlights of the home. Like maybe I'll do a list of vaulted ceilings, stainless steel appliances. Oh, gotta get the spelling right there. Large pool in backyard. So just different things like that, right? And then for the questions, we'll come over here and we're gonna add a question. So we're gonna go through and we've got the full name and email by default. What I like to do is I like to drag the full name up, and then I like to have the email and then also add their phone number. Because I like to be able to text back and forth because studies show, like we already talked about, that texting, 98% of people that receive a text open it within the first 5 minutes. Whereas email, 20% open rates within the first 24 hours. So you're significantly better off texting and calling this lead, and we can set all this, the follow-up up on autopilot as well, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Okay, so enter a message, enter your contact info below for more details, right? So now coming down here for the privacy, we can go through and for the link text, we'll just say privacy policy. And then if you have a privacy policy on your website, you'll throw that link in right here. What I've found is that if you just throw in the link to your main website or to your Facebook business page, that works as well. So what I'm just gonna do for this example, I'm just gonna pull Facebook URL just so that you guys can kind of see how this all works. But you want to do the privacy policy URL, and then coming down here on completion, it says, thanks, you're all set. You can visit our website or exit the form now. I probably wouldn't say exit the form now. You can visit our website below. So then you're kind of leading them on to the next step. So you can either have them go through and view your website, download something, or even call your business. So if you want to do view website, you would just throw a link in to your website right here. Okay, so if we got the same website, we would just go and click publish right there. And then you can see right here, we've got the listing leads 30-day challenge demo. And then from here, all we need to do is click on publish. Okay, and whether you started immediately, your ad to run immediately, or the next morning, what happens next is it will go through Facebook's review process, which sometimes can take a matter of a few minutes, or it can take a couple of hours. And then once it is approved, then it will go live either immediately if you chose immediately, or that next morning. Now, here's some key tips that you want to remember with running your ad. Okay, once you've gone through and placed your ad, especially at a $10 per day budget, you want it to run for a minimum of 4 to 5 days before you determine whether this ad is performing well or not. More than likely, within the first 4 to 5 days, you are already generating leads. However, if you're not generating leads in the first couple of days, give it 4 to 5 days for the algorithm to update and see who's engaging with the ad before you go through and turn it off. Because the way Facebook ads work is if you turn it off too early, then it just it cancels everything. And then if you try to turn it back on, it throws everything out of whack again. Okay, so just leave it on, let it run for 4 to 5 days. If after 4 to 5 days, it's still not generating leads, which I have pretty much never seen that happen, especially with this ad, then reach out to our team and we can give you some different ideas of different things to try. Okay, now obviously I'm not going to click publish right here because this is just a demo ad. But once you've gone through and set all this up, the last thing that you want to do to make sure these leads are automatically flowing into your chat CRM is come back to chat, go to settings right here, go to Facebook form fields mapping, and you'll be able to see all of the Facebook lead form ads that you have created. Okay, now obviously I didn't hit publish, so it didn't pull in the latest one that I just did. But for example, this 123 Main Street demo that I did on the real estate agent page, we're just gonna click on map fields, and it's gonna pull in their first name, last name, email, and we just click save. Okay, and for every other lead form that you have, you'll just wanna do this. Just click map fields and save. Save, it automatically updates all this stuff. And so more than likely, you're probably only gonna have a couple of Facebook lead forms, but go through on all of these. And what this does is that once new leads are generated, they will flow in automatically to your contacts tab right here. And you'll also be able to access these leads on your mobile app. Okay, so both on the mobile app as well as on the desktop app. And then in the next video, we'll show you how to automatically enroll all of these leads into an automated follow-up campaign to drip on them with emails, with text messages, so you can convert more of these leads into actual booked appointments and ultimately close more deals. So anyway, with that said, go ahead, set up your first listing lead campaign. If you do not have a listing, see if there's an agent in your office that will allow you to go through and test out and work with their listing and start generating some leads. And if not, then we can skip ahead to the next day where we're going to go through and cover a Facebook ad campaign for buyer leads with no listings. So with that said, I will see you in the next video.